we recording?
Uh-oh.
Warning. This video may contain spoilers. Hey guys, it's the silly couple here. Okay, that voice isn't working, is it? It's Joseph.
And Victoria.
We're here to review a video with you. It's not really a movie. I guess it's a documentary.
Yeah.
So like an hour-long documentary on Netflix. I think it's from previous stuff, though. It's on PBS, right? It's originally So it's the Secrets of Highclere Castle. Now, if you have Netflix, you might have seen they have all these different secret things. We've actually gone through all of those because I'm a weirdo, and we're going to one day live in a castle. You heard it here, folks. This is happening, so just be prepared. Now, Highclere is a little bit too fancy, not medieval castle enough for me.
A little too extravagant.
Yeah, but watching these movies has been just awesome. I've been like a little kid sometimes. It's fun seeing the different things they do, how this architecture came about, all that goes into it. Again, I think sometimes we forget, even just let's forget castles, right? Let's just look at an extravagant luxury property. I think most people don't understand the amount of maintenance that goes into these things.
Yeah.
And when it's hundreds and hundreds of years old, when you're talking about a centuries-old building, that's magnified because, the materials weren't as good as they are today. Sometimes the craftsman was shoddy. In this type of thing, it was built as a luxury estate, but they still had a lot of problems, actually, and it was fun seeing that. So we'll throw in the little spoiler, that very professionally made spoiler warning, but just so you know, there might be some spoilers about both this documentary, obviously, and about Downton Abbey. And now, why might that be? Why would there be Downton Abbey spoilers?
Downton Abbey was filmed in... Downton Abbey is the Highclere Castle in real life, or the estate in real life.
Right, and that's what got her. That's how I got her to want to watch. And then after watching all these castle films, she's like, oh yeah, I want to live in a castle now too. So now everything's coming together. But why don't you start us out? Because you actually watched Downton Abbey. So, again, you went into this with a different perspective than me. So tell us a little bit about it. Tell us how you liked the documentary, how it filled in gaps.
It was really interesting just because you got to see some of the history, and I enjoy that, and kind of connecting what real life events happened in the castle that they actually portrayed in Downton Abbey. Like, it really was a hospital for during the war. So it was really fascinating, and the most fascinating thing to me was that finding out that one of the Lord Carnarvon,
I think.
Carnarvon, that...
Check the documentary if you want to make sure you got the right name.
Yeah, the pronunciation, at least. He's the same one that one of the people that discovered King Tut, and I didn't, for some reason, I kept hearing the name. I was like, I sounds familiar, but I'm trying to figure out where it's connecting at, and it was one of the guys that...
Yeah, not just one of the guys.
The one that died from the mosquito bite.
Yeah, he died from the mosquito bite, but he funded, and he was there. Yeah. He was a big part of discovering.
And that was one of the big things that made that castle popular, was because of that. And they actually have I don't know if it's replicas, or they actually have some of the...
Well, they have some of the originals, and then they made an exhibit with replicas.
With the replicas. Yeah. But still, it's really... That was probably really fascinating to me, that I enjoyed. And also finding out, just I obviously in the show, there's a lot of people that upkeep it, and that's kind of the same thing that it is today. It really is a lot to upkeep that kind of estate. But it's interesting.
Yeah, no, and it's cool, again, just seeing the history, hearing about the renovation work that goes in throughout time, and now they're constantly looking for ways, and that was the thing. Finding King Tut's tomb kind of put them back on the map, and actually came at a good time, because just like in the Downton Abbey show, where they were struggling with money, they were struggling in the real castle, and actually finding that helped get them some attention and helped get the money to do some restoration. but also Downton Abbey has apparently like saved them.
Yeah.
Because they've had some actual major structural problems, some roofs that are not, and rooms that have become unusable, basically due to again, it's just a really it's old building.
Yeah.
And we take these things for granted because when I say we're gonna have a castle, I mean we're gonna have one built. I think I found a company that actually does it. And but it's made to modern standards. So you have all the modern amenities, and it's made to a structural standard that is built to last. Rather than, again, you have to remember the time periods. And Highclere Castle isn't like a medieval castle; it is a Victorian era castle, right? But it still didn't have the same standard of work that we have today. And you didn't have the same access to these materials that we have today. I mean, frankly, just the base materials are better today. I don't know why I'm going on so much about building a castle. I'm just getting so excited watching some of these videos and like visualizing what's going to actually be possible. But the show was... The thing is, this was the first in these series of shows we watched, so to me, maybe that puts it a little biased. But yeah, this show just was really cool, seeing the interior, seeing what was real. Actually, the butler, which I don't... Was he called a butler? Sorry, I don't remember what he was called, but he's basically in charge of, like, he even made a comment what he does. It would be like 5 different people would do what he does today. And part of that's technology. I mean, obviously they have a lot fewer staff today than they did back then.
Yeah.
But it was really cool hearing about all that. But the butler commented that the head butler in the show actually did a really good job portraying what a butler... Even he commented on how even the way he would set the table and stuff, he's like, he must have really studied this art because he was doing it right. Like... He didn't he say, "Oh, I'd hire him if I was." Yeah. So it's
and just his passion for keeping up the house and for keeping the standards and having things the way they should be proper. You know, that was one of the things I feel like you kind of liked about.
Yeah, no, it's cool to and it really is. So I guess we're kind of essentially talking a little bit about Downton Abbey too when we review this. Because the documentary, again, really opened the eyes that, they did a really good job, actually, with the filming of that. I haven't really watched Downton Abbey. I've semi-seen the last season, I think.
Yeah.
Because she'd just be watching it, and I'd be doing my own thing, but we stay in the same room. It's a way for us to
do things together, but...
Not do
things that we want to do that the other person might not really. But he was actually, I was surprised. He was following along.
It was actually kind of interesting.
He secretly enjoyed it.
I don't know. I neither can confirm nor deny that statement. But yeah, I mean, it is really cool. So if you do have an interest, whether it's the history or for me more the architecture, I'd recommend watching that show and actually any of those Secrets of whatever castle show on there, because there are some other really good ones. But yeah, definitely thumbs up for me. I'll give it 2 thumbs up. Watch that show if you have an interest in, again, either the history or the architecture. Is there anything, again, I guess we did get a little bit spoilery on this one, but...
You can't say much else then, I don't know.
Yeah, that's right. I don't know what else we can say without getting totally spoilery. But yeah, it's really cool because you really get to go behind the scenes.
Yeah. Especially if you're a fan of Downton Abbey, it's a must-watch. If you're not a fan of Downton Abbey,
I'd still recommend it.
Yeah. Or any of the other one. They're just really fascinating. I guess we're weird. We like history, and I probably like the history a bit more than you do. I find it more fascinating.
I like the architecture
I like the
more
art
than
and
the history.
Too. I appreciate it. I just think it's interesting to go back in the past and see who owned it and like who did this to this, and I don't know, it's just cool.
No, it is, and again, they go through the different earls and the different lords of the castle, and it is really cool, and how the estates changed, and it's smaller than it was at one point, still massive. I think it's still 5,000 acres or something unfathomably large for me. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. Hope this helps you make your decision. Again, definitely recommend. She said Downton Abbey, yes. Just any British history, yes. Architecture, yes.
History in general.
History in general, yeah. So definitely watch it. It was a great movie. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you guys next time.
Stay silly and subscribe.